Okay, well, if you're going to put the kettle on, I'll come and make it because I'd like Ceylon, not
normal.
Well, tell you what, I'll come and get you when the kettle's boiled.
Okay, that's fine. She ate blackberries. She likes blackberries, don't you? Mary and Vicky used to be terrible with blackberry, and you couldn't leave the
Tub.
tub down because it would be just gone. Vicky was in a swoon.
One of her people was here and then decided to leave. And why? Why the person left? The person needs to come back.
It's funny this morning when she discovered he was in that bed.
Yeah.
She was really all up for going there with him.
Yeah. The trouble is, the beds are narrow enough to get comfortable in when it's just you. And you've got a rug as well.
Yep. Did he say it was cooler?
He reckons it's probably cooler down there because you've got the metal sides. Because you're that low down.
It's got wood down.
Yeah, but you can feel he can feel the metal the other side. And yes,
they're very insulated.
Yeah, but yeah, it's probably got marginally more space because it's got. Just the body obviously tapers as it goes up. Not hugely, but it does. So it probably has a few millimetres extra. Ah, grazie. There's an extra tub.
Are you having to drink that one?
How much do you drink again?
We've got these in orange as well. I like these, they're about the only ones I like, to be honest. Some of them are just so sweet.
Fisherman on the left.
Try again.
Just saying fisherman on the left.
Yep.
Made some friends. Oh, if only, eh? Worth. The duck whisperer.
We thought you was duck rustling.
I think you can only do that if somebody already owns them, can't you?
You may have a point.
Afternoon.
Thank you. Yes. Did you work out a deal with that, by the way? Well, yes, because we had to.
backed off T duty.
Yeah. Long after.
Sorry for not leaping at the opportunity to paint immediately.
No,
But
don't worry
we've got
about
a few
it.
days of this, and you have had more of a relapse on the boat.
You're still getting used to it.
Yes.
Yes, I didn't do that.
Dead duck.
Oh yes. They tend to be rather less upside down than that normally.
You did. Well, Ukrainians also died as capsized. You didn't like me getting off, did you?
No, she didn't. Well, I think it might be also a bit over. She thought she was allowed to, seeing as you were.
I'm afraid of.
You were saying.
I'm afraid.
That was one of Ritual's bits. People in this country always seem to be scared. I was in a shop somewhere and she said, "We're all out of ham. I'm afraid."
Yes. I have to know. What I enjoy is I'm filming this. Have you reached the bit of the TV show where it's a shitting dog? No, not yet. Soon. Soon.
And a man picking your tail.
A rumble.
It's not one of Lee Evans. Look at how much weird it must be for a dog. It's like, what the shit, man? Why are you picking it up? In this little plastic bag. Then you come home one day with arms full of shopping bags. The dog must think, fucking hell! How much have you been collecting? When I go, it's one tiny little bag. What the hell have you been picking up after?
How big are the other dogs you know? You have pet rhino somewhere.
Is this you went out on your own? Is this how much human shit? Where do you keep it all?
Traffic cam.
Where do I get a traffic cone 3 million years out in space? Well, it's not a good night unless you get a traffic cone. Got it. It's the policewoman's helmet and the handcuffs I don't understand.
So at some point in the past, someone helped me name my bridges. Numbered.
Yeah.
1, 2, 4.
All of them are still numbered.
Yes, but now,
Even the motorway bridges.
yes, but they've had to add on things like 3A.
Yeah. Actually, I think one of the little plaques also had the date it was put on, and it was only something like the 1970s. It was possibly the 50s or something. But it was definitely like mid to late 90s. 1900s.
I am not walking back to my base.
Why?
Fuck, this that way. A long way. It's an hour walk.
What were you thinking about walking to London? That's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, well, I was well past that. See, this bridge is also bridge jumping.
What, as in up and over?
I should not take those. They will be bridge jumping everything.
Sometimes from the
Ooh, that is very pretty. Very pretty indeed.
Yep.
I do declare. Ooh, stick. stick. Like, tree stick. I mean, all sticks are from trees, but you know what I mean.
Stick that resembles a small tree in and of itself. Do you watch any anime at all, or is that something you're just not interested in?
I quite like Avatar: The Last Airbender.
It's almost westernized. Western.
Yes, but it's very good. I wouldn't say, people try to get me into Cowboy Bebop.
It's one of the more famous ones, but I've never watched it. It's also one of the older ones,
Yeah.
so it comes under the heading classic.
Basically, if you like Firefly, you'll like Cowboy Bebop. But I mean,
Oh,
it's
right.
a bit like. I'll try again at some point. I couldn't find a good version of it either. I'm occasionally tempted by Attack on Titan.
That has had rave reviews.
No, you're not.
Which ones are you thinking of?
Well, the ones that always... Oh, thank you.
There you go. I mean, obviously there's things like Spirited Away.
Now, Studio Ghibli and Apple
Sit.
Films, so not quite the same.
Okay, go. Get it.
I take it you have seen Spirited Away.
Yeah.
What did you think?
Good. I prefer Princess Mononoke.
Well, absolutely, yes. Arrietty is another Studio Ghibli one that's quite watchable.
Which one?
Arrietty. It's based on the Borrowers.
Oh.
It's one of those rare ones where the Japanese have actually copied a Western story.
Well, I say that, but I dated a girl once who was doing a PhD in the Shakespearean influence on anime.
Ah.
Logical, really. So when you're doing a degree in Shakespeare, you've got to come up with something new to do.
If you want a very different one, which is one, it's very tongue-in-cheek. Oh, yeah. Boat coming up. Short one. One that I consider very good, but it's very tongue-in-cheek. You cannot take it seriously at all, because it certainly doesn't take itself seriously. Is Kill la Kill. Very bizarre.
What's it about?
Difficult to describe without giving it away, really. Someone described it to me as a show where somebody's combat power is actually based on. It's actually based on how the more revealing their outfit is. But that wasn't true. It's just that the outfits are very revealing. So now. It is, however, all about clothing, but not about how much it reveals. It's fucking bizarre, but I would recommend at least trying it. Rising of the Shield Hero, I quite enjoyed. That's one that's only just finished.
It's not one it's something that I've never particularly got into. I find people get on it, it just gets a bit.
Sword Art Online.
Sometimes
The
I
end
can
of the
find
second.
them.
Sorry.
Sometimes I can find a lot of them overly wanky, essentially. I quite like the concept of Goblin Slayer.
That was good.
Was that as good as I think it is?
It's definitely quite a good one. Not sure it's not that great,
No?
but it's definitely a nice. It was different.
Okay.
It was different in a good way. It wasn't afraid of being different.
I was quite like the point of like, yeah, we're not saving the world. What are you doing? I'm killing goblins.
Oh yeah, no, that was excellent. Yes, the Demon Lord might come and destroy the world. But before the Demon Lord shows up, the goblins will destroy the villages.
and also other things of like actually kind of proven right because the person that ends up defeating the demons would have been killed by the goblins in the village.
Mm.
Yeah.
But it's also a point of, yes, congratulations, you've gone off and destroyed the what's name, but everything worth saving has already been destroyed by the goblins because you were paying too much attention to the. Mm.
Isn't it? I haven't don't know huge amounts, but it wasn't one where like the demon was defeated off screen.
There's already a hero going after the demon, who I'm convinced is actually the artwork for the hero. It's very similar to something in Sword Art Online second series, and I think it's it is a reference, or it might just be coincidence, just as a character art. But let's put it this way: Sword Art 9, it does have its down bits which aren't as good. However, first season, excellent. Second season, possibly the worst bit. Third season, supreme. Fourth season, a lot of people don't like, but I found it brilliant, and it also had a bit in it which has had me more in tears than any TV show or film ever before.
Really?
Had me in absolute bits.
Wow. I will be back. How do you feel about stopping and going to carry on cruising?
Feel about stopping, or do you want to carry on cruising?
I'm quite happy to do either. This looks like quite a nice place to pull up. I imagine there's mooring points on the left.
And there's a pub, little walk up the road.
Excellent, sounds good to me. But yeah, when I say in bits, I mean not just in tears. I was actively sobbing.
People don't think the road's too noisy, but I think it's not major.
Can't barely hear it from here. Once you're inside the boat, can't really. Yeah, I think you'll be fine.
Right, let's call it a day then.
Oh, is this us for the night then?
Quite possibly.
What time is it now?
Around 5 something, I imagine.